Here we are back with the Yok Huy Reputation. We are going to be getting this to 7th level Sworn. So this is going to be the sort of finale of the storyline. There will be, after a couple weeks of dailies, there will be the Blood Sworn epilogue. But this will be sort of the climax of the story, where we are going to be appeasing the snow spirits, performing this pact, this ritual. So last time we did learn that a specific kind of corn liquor, whose name I forget, the name of which I forget, was what was offered, what was the main offering for the snow spirits. It was found that the snow spirits like this by happenstance, as the Yok Huy were brewing it themselves to keep themselves, you know, as a drink to help keep themselves warm or whatever have you like that. The snow spirits were sort of interested. They sort of like were at the edges of the brewery, and so they decided to try giving the snow spirits some, and they really liked it. They became kind of docile, and that's where sort of like this relationship between the snow spirits first came into place. And then fewer and fewer, as the Yok Huy's number grew fewer and fewer, until, you know, only Farafar's friend was left. The rest of her family had departed. It was just her that remained to sort of play with the snow spirits, and she said in her living sepulcher that even though she wasn't lonely because she had the snow spirits and she had the memories of her family, and so that is where we're gonna pick that up from here. Also, you said you're gonna go relax and charge your phone, but you'll keep watching from the side. Okie dokie. All right. Let us speak with Farafar here. Forged in corn, bonds forged in corn. Farafar appears anxious to get your attention. Yes, my friend. Oh, hold on. We gotta get back in this place. Okay. Kelwyn, there you are, and just in time. We have finally finished our first batch of Kikariar. That was the name of the corn liquor. And it seems the scent has attracted the snow spirits. Oh yeah? That's good, right? If we can get them to approach the altar, we can finally perform the pact. Hell yeah? I wish to begin preparations right away, but I require your aid in a small matter. Will you help us? Of course, I've been helping all this time. Of course I will. I simply need you to take a jar of Kikariar and place it on the altar. That should draw the spirits near, and then we can begin the ritual. Me? You're the only one brave enough to do it. Alright, away we go. To the ritual site. Oh wait, no, hold on. Are we picking up the corn first? Okay, we're speaking to the eager brewer first. We're picking up the brew. I'm gonna increase the BGM here a little bit. Alright. Eager brewer. The spirits are here, you say? Well, if you need Kikariar for the ritual, I can certainly have enough barrels. I certainly have enough barrels of the stuff. As much as I would like to see the offering for myself, too many of us may scare the spirits off, so I leave it in you and Farafar's capable hands. All right. You must promise to come back and tell me how it was. For my part, I will pray the spirits return to their playful nature. We'll tell you how it goes, and then hopefully in the future they'll be more amenable to more people participating. They probably got angry because they were mourning their friend. Alright, Farafar. I will begin preparations for the ritual. Once you bring the Kikaria to the altar, we can begin. All right. The spirits should be close. Now that the Kikaria is in its rightful place, we need only wait. It might be best if we hide, though. How about over there? Oh, we're maybe we should hide. Up the danger music. Farafar, I'm be honest, you're not hiding that well. We're fucking pissed. Oh, they light up in the presence of the snow spirits. We're duck down, Farafar, duck down. Hey, what's this say? Hey. They drinking straight from the barrel? Well, one of them likes it, the other one's fucking passed out. Oh, we're gonna have to voice these guys. What would a googly-eyed little snow spirit sound like? The fire in heart fades. It spoke. They accepted the offering. Nod, smile and nod. Hopefully they did. Hi, guys. Can we speak with you? What's been happening? What up? Torgor told me about you, you know. She taught me that Kikarar would quell the rage that sometimes grows within you. Rage grows within you, my friends. Rancor. I only hope we can speak as friends once more. Torgor. But she is not here now. How boring. We hate her. You hate her? Why? Because she abandoned you? She died, fellows. Hate? What do you mean? Was Torgor not a dear friend? Did you not live here together in peace? Torgor abandons us. She breaks her promise to look at the blooming flowers together. Ah, they promised to look at the blooming flowers together. Oh. Oh. We wait for her, even as flowers wilt. Torgor never returns. We wait for her, even as flowers wilt. Torgor never returns. There you go. This music. Have something I must share with you. Torgor's body is gone. As in, like, for her spirit remains as long as she's remembered. Gone? What do you mean? We do not understand. The spirits return on each snowy day. They do not pass from this world, nor have any concept of life and death. Yeah, we learned this before. So they believe Dawntrail abandoned them, that she broke her promise to stay with them. And Dawntrail was not the first. The spirits watched as their friends went away until none remained. They endured loss after loss. Yeah, I mean, so did Dawntrail.
You too will abandon us. You too will abandon us. With no goodbyes. We will not play with you.
Like I got an accent in there somewhere, but lost it. They don't mean to abandon you.
Your kind are no friends.
It's supposed to be like kind of moth-like wings on the back. Your kind are no friends.
Oh.
Wait. Wait. We're not done talking yet. Farafar? Well, at least Ryokor Terte was composed enough to speak. A small step forward, but its parting words were far from encouraging. Given the strength of their bond with Dawntrail, I can only imagine how betrayed they must feel at her departure. If they come to hate us, Yok Huy, they will shun the pact as well. Then it will be but a matter of time until they rage again, or worse. We must think of a solution before that happens. Do you mind coming with me to Dawntrail's sepulchre so we can discuss the matter? Yeah. We need to show them that even though sometimes we have to go, and it might not be without a goodbye, there's potentially, you know, like that doesn't mean that all of the times that they spent together is for nothing. Perhaps Dawntrail has left a goodbye in some way that we don't yet know. Rafar? The eternal nature of the spirits means they view things quite differently from us. Their bodies are always revived, no matter what damage it may suffer. So even if I were to form a strong bond with them, they would only
experience the same pain again when my own body passed. There must be a way to make them understand. Yet no answer comes to me. No answers. I tried to imagine what Dawntrail might do, but still, nothing.
Perhaps liken it to something they know, like we're like the snow blossoms, and that perhaps we don't last for long, but they're worth looking at anyway.
Do you have any ideas, Kelwyn?
Beautiful for the time that they are here.
This is as much for the sake of the spirits as it is for us, so even the smallest bit of advice would be much appreciated.
Counsel over the people, don't worry. Asm. Remind me what the Yok Huy believe about death again, or can we not leave a physical reminder? Like the living sepulcher. Because if we just do this, then it's like leading the way, but like honestly, like it sounds like Kelwyn maybe forgot what the Yok Huy believe about death again. They believe as long as they're remembered, they're not truly dead. That's why she keeps on saying stuff like when their body died, but the spirit lives on so long as they are remembered in that capacity. Which is obviously sort of like parodied the Yok Huy beliefs versus the Solution 9, because it's also like as long as we're remembered, we'll live on kind of thing. And in their case, they went to like such an extreme degree of like the actual memories are remembered. As long as we're remembered, as long as it's a different road. So we'll say, can we not leave a physical reminder? Something like the living sepulcher that they would understand.
You mean like the living sepulchres? Yes. So long as we are remembered, we yet live. Just as Dawntrail yet lives inside of me.
In your memories, in your heart.
But how can we make the spirits understand something so foreign to their own experience?
Smile and nod.
We cherish the sepulchres as a symbol of the connection between memory and life.
Okay. The connection between memory and life.
Yet, even if the spirits cannot grasp that concept, if we were to explain their purpose in simpler terms, that the sepulchres immortalize precious memories of our time together, then perhaps they will understand.
Maybe.
A sepulcher dedicated to the spirits would show them that even when I am gone, our bond will live on.
Yeah.
That me, Dawntrail, and all the other Yok Huy who frolic in the snow be with them forever.
Yeah, a promise. A symbol of the bond.
Yet, even if we made such a thing, The sepulchre would have no meaning if the spirits were unwilling to see it. Kelwyn, could you invite them to view the frost blooms? I believe such an invitation will be too tantalizing for them to resist. I shall see to it that both the flowers and the sepulchre are ready for their arrival, but I may need your help somewhere along the way.
No problem, that's what we're here for.
When the spirits are calm, they tend to wander. I remember they were often sighted on the road to Warkor Zolmor. Tell a few about the frost blooms, and word is sure to spread.
All right. Let's go. Oh, well, this is not what we want to ride on. Mount Roulette, form of. No, we'll just ride in the Griffin. Let's go. So it should be just over here on the ways to the dungeon. And also, as we're flying, take a quick sip of water. Stay hydrated, everybody. Stay hydrated. Okie dokie. Looking for some little snow spirits. There they are. Roar Lord Lote. They'll end in sort of te. Hey, you spread word. We want to view the flowers.
The flowers bloom? Oh, joy! But where is Dartorgor? We want to see her. We want to see the flowers with her.
Man, these guys love Dartorgor. They're all there. Okay, it's not individual name. They're just little guys all named the same.
Dartorgor promises to see flowers with us. Maybe Dartorgor comes. Maybe this time. And if Dartorgor comes, we will go.
Maybe this time she'll come. There are no more spirits in sight. Return to Farafar and inform her of your success.
Oh.
The snow spirits really love Dartorgor. Cherished friendship. Back up the BGM again. All right, Farafar, we are successful.
Thank you for speaking with the spirits. I only hope the sepulchre has its intended effect. Speaking of which, I believe we shall require your aid in that regard. You see, we realize the spirits likely cannot read our inscriptions, which would quite defeat the purpose of the sepulchre. Yet, if they were engraved with chisels imbued with magic energies, we believe the spirits would grasp their intended meaning. You can take care of that, right?
Yeah, sure, dude. Chisels that imbue with magic where it can do the intended meaning, yeah. I guess, does the ether of intent work in this kind of case? Like, do they read ether the same way an elemental might? These guys do feel like adjacent to elementals. But it seems that they can actually speak, whereas the elementals don't really. They speak via ether. So it's kind of like that.
If you could craft what we require, we would be in your debt. Here, these materials should be enough for now. But if perchance you run out, your Furtar can replenish your supplies.
Alright, here we go. Set of living sepulcher supplies. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. No, not Cousin Glory. There we go. Society quests. Living sepulcher supplies. Alright, Shakilaki.
Have you finished? This may be your most important contribution yet, so I am anxious to see the finished product. Ah, I see my concern was misplaced. Impressive as always, Kelwyn. With these, we can get the sepulchre ready for the spirits right away. Soon, they shall know just how much we value their companionship. For all you have done, Kelwyn, I would extend a personal invitation to the unveiling of the sepulchre and the frost blooms.
Hell yeah, let's do this. Oh, they're here. Hi again.
We remember this one. They say the flowers bloom. The Torgor makes that promise too. The Torgor, who is not here. Where does she go? Why does she leave us? Anger!
Our Torgor is with you even now.
Less anger!
Before we see the flowers, there is something I would show you. Follow me, please.
She speaks in tongues. Dar Torgor not here. How can she still be with? What is this?
We Yok Huy call this a living sepulchre. On them, we carve the stories of our lives lived while we walked the earth. This one belongs to Dartorgor.
You would think there would be other ones here that would also belong to the family members, right? But this one seems to stand alone.
On it are recorded the days spent frolicking with you and the other spirits. When the Yok Huy, no, when all peoples reach the end of their lifespan, they must leave their bodies behind. Yet, so long as we have these sepulchres, the lives they lived will never be forgotten. The happy times, the joyous moments, they will last forever.
That's what this music.
Your words, we do not understand. You say that Torgor is here, but she is not. That is no comfort.
There is something else I would show you. It is at the altar. This too is a living sepulchre, one we recently made, which is dedicated to you and yours.
Ah. It's a snowflake.
At the moment, we have only recorded your time spent with Dartorgor.
There were these bigger living monuments, like the ones at the top of the mountain, like the ones where the deeds and the memories of Gulul Jaja and his band that stopped Valley Garmanda were recorded. Guess this fits in that line.
From this day forward, though, we hope to add many more stories of days spent in peace and playfulness. We are not like the spirits. The time comes for all of us when we must leave this world. Yet even when I am gone, this will remain, and those who come after me will carve their memories upon this stone as well. Their memories of their time with you. So there is no need to be lonely any longer. We will be here with you always, just like Dartorgor.
Hopefully you understand.
We will not be alone. Never again.
That's the hope. That there will, as long as there are Yok Huy.
Yes, and neither will I. Dartorgor lives on still within me.
Not literally, guys.
And when my body passes from this world, Dartorgor and I will live on within you and those who carry on the pact after us.
I know, sounds like weird bullshit that they're spouting, but I don't know, maybe it could work.
And now I know you were promised flowers. Let us view them together. The story of that moment shall be the next to be inscribed on the sepulchre.
Where we going with the flowers? Oh, hey, robot is here. The golem. What is it doing? Is it gonna make flowers? Oh. It can do that? Fucking a golem can shoot and make flowers.
Yay! That was really weird, but it made ice sculptures. They are beautiful.
They are really pretty.
But Torgor is not here.
But perhaps she looks on somewhere and smiles. Flowers are so pretty, aren't they? We can see them together every time they bloom, 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 bloom.
Torgor?
The memory, the spirit. Just like Horshapan.
And you say, Torgor comes. Torgor remembers her promise. Remembers us.
Yeah.
Now we play. Play with our new friends.
Smile and nod. Thought Torgor had unfinished business. Alright, there we go. We've achieved sworn reputation in the hands of Zigurtai. The snow spirits have been placated and have forged their bond of trust with the Yok Huy. Okay, yeah, we got a experience bonus. We don't get bonus dailies. And we have a wider selection of wares. Alright, peak performance. What peak performance looks like, a mountaintop peak. Alright, Frafar.
In no small part thanks to your efforts, our bond with the spirits has been rekindled. I shall continue the pact and keep the altar well maintained, so we might never again suffer the spirits' wrath.
And so they won't be alone. Promise. Okay, let's see what we got here, and then we'll do the first round of dailies. So we have... Oh, Vurgar the Loyal Horn. Okay, okay, we'll see what this is. Dun 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 dun. Oh! It's a golem! Vurgar the Loyal. In the ages past, the Yok Huy employed golems such as this as weapons of war. But following Tuliola's founding, they refrained from creating new ones out of their newfound aversion to conflict. In the Yok Huy tongue, the name Vurgar simply means one who possesses a body of stone. Hold on. Real quickly ducking in here real quick. This is interesting in that the... Okay, the area expanded in terms of there's like the crystal here now. Oh my god, hold on. There is some people here. There's the mech and these little guys. I guess are they waiting for like the frost blooms to go? Ah, look. Very temporary though. That's adorable. It seems like they're still digging in the forward area there. So I imagine in the maybe in the Bloodsworn epilogue we'll get the like something will be at the front. This is certainly an interesting mount. We'll have to see how it flies in a second because I didn't check that before we came in here. Up here we go. Some of the spirits.
Time to play, time to play.
Yes, yes, just give me a few moments to catch my breath.
The poor Yokui. I feel like they're on opposite spectrums from the... Oh, hey! Ryokorterte. Hello, friend.
We remember playing with the crafty one in Warcore Zone War.
Oh, hey, yeah, that was us.
The crafty one plays rough, but knows how to have fun. Knows how to have fun for sure. It was a little ouch though.
Listen, we'd be attacked a lot. I didn't know what this... You were also, like, attacking me, so... Oh my god, build a little snowman.
Is this us?
A spitting image, don't you agree?
The googly eyes are definitely on point.
Hey.
All the Yokui now frolicking with the little snow spirits.
Whee!
Getting dizzy.
Whee!
Isn't really leaving. Does this not leave footprints, or does this thing just not leave footprints? All right. How grand. How grand. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Let me just pull up the mount entry again. 'Cause it does have a reference. Virgar means one who possesses a body of stone. I think the Yokui words, all the words in Yokui, are always like very, very long explanations. Like it'll be a short word and then it'll be like a very long meaning. I wonder if that has something to do with like the writings and glyphs always mean like a lot of words. They'd probably be monstrous to be able to translate. It's kind of like, I guess, I don't know, like hieroglyphs from Egyptology or whatever. All right, let's talk to Viragra here. Scouring for flowers. Viragra needs someone to pick blooming flowers.
Alongside Kikariar, the brewery produces a corn-based beverage that is quite popular among the workers.
Okay, yeah, we've done this one before. At least I have. We need materials for that brew. A rock-solid repair job. Viragra has received another golem repair request.
Forgive me, Kelwyn, but could I entrust you with more golem maintenance? Though its function is restored, a construct of its age needs regular upkeep.
Alright, a new malfunction has arisen. Alright, and then that about brew.
the demand for Kikaria will not be disappearing anytime soon. And that means we will always need the right tools for the job. As you know, some wear down faster than others. Okay, so we need some tools as well. Alright, so we gotta fly all the way this way for flowers first. Alright, maybe let's not fly around on the big ass thing. Let's not do that either. Mount Roulette, third time's the charm. Alright, okay. I guess we'll fly on the inflatable moon man. Does a little ballerina dance through the sky. Showed this mount to my brother who's recently come back to the game, and he was just like, that is disturbing. And I was just like, isn't it just? Incredibly thin little inflatable looking thing. Highly disturbing. Yeah, we'll finish this round of dailies real quick, and then, yeah, that'll be it. Like I said, it will be two weeks of dailies before this. It's a lot of experience to gain before we get to Bloodsworn and get to see whatever little epilogue that is. But that was a very cute little finale for the story. That Torgor was there in spirit. So, you know, the snow spirits might not get it entirely, but maybe perhaps you've conveyed a little bit of understanding. Alright, we can probably teleport back. It is all the way across the zone. Alright. Oh, Eden. Dun 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 dun, majestic. The cape. Alright, and then the repair to the golem and the brewing materials that will be here. Starting with the golem repair materials first. Oh, both of them get from here. Glad you're here, Kelvin. The components we need are rather intricate, which is why I request you and your deft hands for the job. Don't you worry, I've got all the materials you need to forge them right here. Let me know when we run out. Alright. Dun 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 dun. Let's see. Replacement golem materials. Alright, we need to make 4 of these in total. Yeah, I really like the reputation and the storylines are always so wholesome. This was a fun one because it had a very like a purpose, and we got to learn a little bit more about the snow spirits, and I guess their sort of relationship with the Yok Huy, and sort of ensured a prosperous relationship for both of them in the future. I do wonder what the culmination storyline between all these guys is going to be like. Like so far, my only guess is that, you know, the Turali travel agency is going to want to finally expand to other places of Thrall, and we're gonna go, you know, figure that shit out. And like one way will be like, how can we explore Urgapacha without angering the snow spirits or whatever have you.
And then I guess like they can be like, hey, you know, I'm sure people would love to see Mamook, and here's another like business opportunity for Mamook to earn, like, to trade and coin, like get their presence, you know, out there, because I'm sure the forest would be beautiful and people would love to see it. Your presence is welcome, Miss Artisan. Have you a job in need of the golem strength? No, we are here to give golem strength with the repair components. Oh, you're a saint. With any luck, these replacements parts will stop it from making that dreadful grinding sound. The keeper will be thrilled. A dreadful grinding sound. Granted, we're still learning through trial and error at this stage, so we may have need to call upon you again if that's all right. Many thanks. All right, and then lastly, we go back over here and talk about the brewing material, the brewing equipment. I never imagined the brewing would require so much equipment, but every day is a new lesson, I suppose. I'm glad you're here to help out. I need you to make us some steel scrubbers. Make sure they're extra sturdy. The cleaning never ends over there. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Brewery maintenance supplies. But yeah, kind of like, we'll see whether or not they throw us for a loop in terms of what the story will be, because obviously that's just my guess. I mean, who could have ever predicted what the, like, the Endwalker one was always going to be, like, the Endwalker one was always just like, okay, you see how you can connect the Loporrits with the Omicrons, because, you know, there is a Loporrit that's helping out with the Omicron, so of course. But then you're just like, all right, but how are we going to get the, Hippo Riders, the Arcasadora involved in this? And they're just like, man, I don't know. And the way that it ended up, there's like, I know, I have it. We'll do a race with hippo carts and other things in space. And we're just like, oh, okay. All right, so we're giving these guys the brewery maintenance supplies. Just like the quality of the Karakar is dependent on the quality of the tools they use to make it. And this poor beleaguered fellow who has said that they're all out of corn drink, please come back another time. We're like, no, we're here to deliver ingredients. Now I can get that thirsty lot off my back. Time to get to work. Here we go. But yeah, the Endwalker culmination storyline was definitely a crazy one. And they also ditched the tradition of bringing the weird cat guy into it as a villain, as a repeated villain. But he was mentioned, there was an Easter egg that had involved him. In terms of when you put all the Loporrit radios in a different place, one of the Loporrit radios will say that, oh, there was a strange cat guy spotted trying to, you know, kidnap Loporrits in Garlemald or whatever, and was sending out a warning or some shit. So we know he's probably still out there, but we'll see if he ends up making an appearance or they do end up taking it in sort of this different direction. My only thing is, like, one of these fucking days, I just like to want to fight the guy. Every single time we don't get to fight him, and he's just like,
all of you are fucking weaklings. I'm the strongest person ever. Nobody can contest me. And I'm just like, let me fight. Oh, hey. It's Alani.
Surprise, Lonnie. All right, I'm gonna go finish the quests. I was doing dailies. All right, we're handing these in. And we delivered the flowers.
Simmering them with corn and spice results in a fragrant, deep red, almost purple beverage. Some swear by its restorative effects, and the ingredients are certainly wholesome enough. Given its popularity, I suspect we may find ourselves in a similar predicament again soon. I only hope supplies last long enough for me to get a drink myself.
Da-da-da-da. And then a rock-solid repair job.
Once again, our golem is restored by your hand. Thank you, Kelwyn. Doubtless you have witnessed similar constructs in the region of Yakta El, the former guardians of the old quarries. I should like to see them for myself one day, to take comfort in the unweathered vestiges of our ancestors. Much like our sepulchres, the structures we build are bearers of memory. It is a golem's duty to ensure they last for generations, and ours to ensure the golems do the same.
And then the last one, which is the brewing equipment.
You say you were surprised by the passion of our worker. Well, when presented with such exquisite tools as the ones you made, who wouldn't get excited? The instruments we use most often should be of the highest quality. That will allow everyone at the Kakaryar house to make a libation worthy of our sacred ritual. May we depend upon you again, Kelwyn.
All right, there we go. So yeah, this is gonna be it for me. And yeah, we will be coming back to the Yok Huy Reputation here in a couple weeks' time, when we'll be seeing the Blood Sworn epilogue. So that will be for next time. Once again, the Reputation storyline is always super wholesome, and I look forward to seeing the little bit of the epilogue after this.